June Key Delta Community Center is a public assembly building located in North Portland. When the Portland alumni chapter of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority decided to renovate this old gas station into a community gathering place, they really demonstrated their commitment to sustainability.
It's a community center, but it's also our Delta House where we have our meetings and our activities.
They wanted a place to run their programs.
We have the community garden space, workshops on health, working with youth, giving scholarships, youth organizations that do mentoring. We have a senior citizen component.
They had a space that was quite a mess. I mean, they had tile on the floor, expanded metal mesh on the windows, chain link fence around the outside. So they wanted a place to meet and to be able to run their programs.
And the mission of this building, being a Living Building Challenge, is basically to emphasize sustainability on a grassroots level.
But then they also wanted to do something more than that. They wanted to say, hey, we want to be part of the green movement. We want to do this. We don't know everything that's necessary. All we know is that we want to do it.
It was an evolution from green to greener to the greenness.
What they brought were a lot of givens. It was essentially, this is the reality of the situation, and this is what you need to do.
And so when opportunities like the Energy Trust came along, we were just excited.
It was very supportive that we had these people ready to help us.
We knew what we wanted, but these opportunities came our way, and we were ready for it.
One of the first activities that Energy Trust participated in with this project was the Eco Charrette.
It was a brainstorming session, essentially. And it also kind of spelled out, too, what the parameters of this path to net zero were and what net zero starts to look like.
It put everyone in the room that was going to build this building energy efficient.
And what that process told us was that if we were going to do net zero, we would need to use a ground source heat pump. We would need to use these mini split systems. Our envelope was only going to operate so well considering the number of air changes. We couldn't change so much of the exterior because we wanted to keep the existing building. We were trying to maintain a low carbon footprint. That it's part of the benefit of keeping the existing building. We've got glass on either sides of this room, huge panels, and as a result, the lights are typically off here during the day.
They had to develop this whole design so it would fit economically, price-wise and also energy-wise.
The Energy Trust engineers were extremely helpful in making sure that what we were doing was something that wasn't just something that we thought was a good idea, but something that, was a good idea.
The building incorporated several design features that got it to its energy efficiency goal of about 60% better than a code-compliant building. The biggest contributor to energy savings in the project was the heating and cooling system, which mainly consists of a geothermal heat pump.
What we're doing is we're switching heat from the ground to the building in the wintertime and from the building to the ground in the summertime. The idea is that we're treating the earth essentially as a giant battery so that over time we'll be taking out and putting back heat in as we need it.
We have created a space where people can see sustainability up front, touch it, see the ramification of what it can do.
The project team was really motivated by a sense of responsibility to the community. It's in the sorority's mission, and it's also at the heart of this project.
People are just really taking this building as a demonstration of what they can do within their own community on an affordable level.
There's one person at a time to start changing your habits, and it's a process.
How do you bring this higher forming sustainable building into the neighborhoods in a way that addresses each street corner?
It got people to thinking of energy as a commodity that can be translated into a building that will work. They want to know about the efficiencies of the lights. They want to redo their kitchen so it looks like ours. The fact that we're doing a lot of recycle stuff, they want to be part of that.
working with the Energy Trust. They sort of acted kind of as guides a little bit, and also sort of critics as well, so that you could kind of get, you started learning, okay, this is what it is, this is what it feels like, this is what it looks like.
We have found them to just be incredibly helpful, responsive, and it opened my eyes as a lay person to the opportunities that are available through this organization.
What this building represents is what you can do, or how you start to take a high level of sustainability and you start applying it to the neighborhood level.
Well, I guess we're change agents.
Yeah, that's
on
true.
a small scale.
Very small scale.
Yeah.
If you're considering constructing a net zero energy building or simply want to learn more, contact Energy Trust of Oregon today.